gets rid of the screen, right? Or no? There we go.
Dude, I was learning, dude. She's like a velociraptor.
Yeah, it took me
Clever girl.
2 months of this.
They're getting smarter. It's been 2 months?
No, I mean, I wasn't actively teaching myself for 2 months. No, I'm not literally retarded.
No, I didn't mean that.
I'm functionally
when's the last time we had an episode?
Oh, 2 months maybe?
God damn.
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a while.
We should have had...
No, we're pieces of shit.
We should have had 8 episodes.
Hi, welcome back. I believe we're recording.
The thing's red. That's all I know. I'm way more retarded than you. I see red button and I go record.
That is really true, John.
Yeah, red button. Yeah. Red button, green button, no record.
We have some things to get into.
Mm-hmm.
We have some opinions, right? About Kanye, about Balenciaga, about Ye. I'm so sorry. Ye.
Mm-hmm.
Not Kanye. Ye.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on? Elon, Twitter, Apple, Jews. Can we say that?
Yeah, you can say Jews. You just can't say anything else.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. I'm
they
kidding.
Exist. They're out there.
Kidding.
They're out there.
No, listen.
Temple.
No, I mean, listen. Which one do we start with? It's all kind of connected. That's the thing. The 3 biggest stories: Kanye, Elon, Balenciaga, all connected, which is great for the long form, huh?
Elon was the beginning, and then Kanye went off.
Well, no, Elon was kind of the beginning in that he acquired Twitter.
Well, Kanye went off when DEFCON 3, and then Elon acquired Twitter, and then Kanye went back to Twitter. Yeah.
I just really hope we're recording. That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure we're recording. Do you want to check if we're recording?
There's no way to check. I have no idea how I would check.
The button's red.
Whatever, folks. It is what it is. So we've taken a little bit of a hiatus. We do apologize for that. I guess I should start with that as well.
Yeah.
I deeply apologize for that. I have had to learn how to use recording equipment. I didn't take 2 months to learn it. I just he was traveling and then I was traveling.
I was all over the place.
Listen, this is not the Daily Show. This is not the Today Show. Mm-hmm. You know, no one cares. We're back.
We're back.
That's just it. We're back.
You should be happy we're here.
We're back. I'm back. Kanye's gone. Listen, I have kind of an obsession with Kanye. I don't want to call it an obsession.
I think we all have an obsession with Kanye.
That is true. Yeah. Peripherally, I think society in general absolutely has an obsession with Kanye. I specifically do because I love his music and I always have, and I love him as a personality. Now I can't say that ever again, and I don't like what he's become. It's really sad to see him unravel in this way before everybody's eyes. I have so many thoughts on it that I really don't even know where to begin. In fact, I'm such a Kanye fan that in the beginning when I heard this news, I felt a sense of, I felt like, first of all, he's losing his mind, right? He's kind of losing it. He lost his family recently. He didn't have a family. I come at this from a sympathetic perspective because I am a very, very big Kanye fan. He's the mental health conversation, by the way, out the window now.
He's
no one cares to discuss the mental health angle of all of this because he's clearly unwell. Yeah. The things he's saying about Jewish people, if you have a brain at all, he probably doesn't mean it. He's having a psychotic episode. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Maybe he means it.
I think he means it, but I think he means it. I think he's hanging out with the wrong crowd.
I hope to God that he doesn't mean it.
I think he's just hanging out with the wrong crowd.
He's being used by a couple of, wig gnats.
Yeah.
And is that what they are? Effectively,
he's hanging out with people that behind closed doors say this kind of stuff.
Why does wig gnat sound so racist?
Wingnut?
No, wig gnat.
Wig gnat? I don't even know what that is.
It's like
I like
a wigger Nazi. Wait, am I allowed to say that on Twitter?
Yeah, dude, you can say that.
Or not on Twitter, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Whichever dystopian one we're doing today.
This is insane.
whichever dystopian land we're using as a medium.
Just navigate this bullshit.
Yeah, can I say that? Am I going to get taken down for hate speech? It's not a term I'm using. I'm not second. I'm not.
The funny thing is if you bleep it,
now I start justifying it for the algorithm. God. I mean, we live in hell.
Yeah,
you
horrible.
Can't say anything.
No.
You can't say anything.
No. We used to say that all the time back in the day.
I would love nothing more than to be the weird person that uses Vimeo or some shit, but I'm not going to do that.
No.
Who uses that?
Losers who want to put their student film on.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And we're not we're not advocates of student film here,
No.
you know. God damn it. So much about, what do you think about Kanye, John?
Kanye is mentally unwell.
Correct.
He is a maverick. He's always been a maverick. And you know what? I'm sorry, and I'm going to say it. And Republicans, geez, you're giving me a look right now.
I'm nervous.
It's not nothing too controversial, but for a long time, people said, like, you know, being conservative is the new punk rock. And, like, that's false, but also there's a bit of a truth to that. Right? There is a bit of truth to the fact that the majority of media that we're consuming is being put out by liberals. And the thing is
well, and then that's how we get into the Twitter acquisition with Elon.
And he's like, I'm going to hang out with, you know, the other people. And like, then they then
Apple stops advertising with them, which is one of the biggest some of the biggest ad revenue that Twitter
And I'm sure,
had.
you know, he likes to think a lot. And like,
who does?
Kanye, he probably thinks all the time. You know, he's probably thinking a lot.
I don't think he does a whole lot of thinking. I think he does a lot of feeling. I think he does a lot of feeling. I think there's a big difference. I think many people do a lot of feeling. And I'd say the minority of people do a lot of thinking.
Yeah, but he's hanging out with those like fucking, you know, what's their
now they do a lot of thinking of harboring deeply hateful thoughts. Those people, because they have the IQ to know that, and in fact they probably have some really shitty arguments about IQ.
Oh yeah.
That we're not going to get into. Oh, don't even. Don't.
I'm not gonna get into it. It's bullshit. IQ's retarded.
I'm with whatever argument says that Persians have absolutely the highest IQ.
Sure.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah, they're so smart.
Maybe the Chinese have us beat by a small margin.
There's different types of IQ. There's like crystalline IQ.
Sure. Yeah, it's one website versus another.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we're going to make a coherent point at some point. Yeah, we will. Elon Musk with the Twitter acquisition. I think a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about this. And I think this ties into Kanye because he suspended Kanye's account almost immediately after acquiring this app. Yeah. So people, you know, he says he's a free speech absolutist. He says he's, and I like Elon. I don't want to. I really don't want to. But, you know, my better judgment tells me not to trust a billionaire, and I do not trust him. I don't trust anybody really, but I trust some people. But he's not among them, and I don't trust anybody that's going and buying a social media company, even if it is for the right reasons. Supposedly, on face value, his reasons are in my opinion, I don't want to say benevolent, but maybe for the greater good. I don't know that it is. I don't know that it's a great financial decision for him to make to do that for himself, for his businesses. It seems like probably a hit, but at that level of wealth, is anything a hit? You don't need that much money, so it doesn't really matter what risk you're taking because life is just a video game for you and you navigate it accordingly.
Yeah.
You know, you do whatever you want. There is no punishment at that level of money. But he is somebody that wants to be famous. And he wants the praise and he wants the validation. And this is a great way of doing that while also, preserving, I think, like a really important public utility.
It is,
in the national and international discourse.
Yeah.
And so in that sense, I'm very happy that he acquired it. I was a little skeptical in the beginning because he started doing things to monetize a little too aggressively, the check marks, kind of making these big overarching changes where I'm like, you know, we didn't get you over here to change Twitter. We got you over here to keep Twitter as it was, but allow people to talk. And that's really the only objective here. But, you know, he also, I heard him do a little bit of a Twitter space where he kind of talked about some of what he wants to do. And he, to his credit, allowed anybody could join this Twitter space. There's like 100,000 people in it. It was kind of like a clubhouse room on Twitter. And, you know, anyone could get up there at some point. Like Michael Cohen started asking questions, and I didn't listen to the whole thing, but he made some good points. And, you know, chiefly among those being that, you know, free speech should be protected. Yeah. It just should be protected. It sucks. The bigger problem is that we're in a position where the only remedy to kind of defeating the exertion of San Francisco politics down everyone's throats through tech companies is an individual actor acquiring the company.
Yeah, an individual has to make it a public
entity. That's the problem. Like, once again, we're not talking about the system itself. We're talking about, do we like Elon? It's like, who gives a shit if you like Elon? Elon could die. Elon could become deranged. Elon could turn into Kanye in 40 years, but not make a single hit. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with him.
People think this is becoming a big free speech, like public space, but in reality, it's just under the control of benign dictatorship.
Yeah, exactly. Benign being the key word. We don't know what his motivations are. It doesn't matter.
2 seconds.
Exactly. And so this idea that I'm going to sit and like act like that's a great thing, it's not a great thing. No. Also, though, if you're like a real crony capitalist, you can make the argument that, you know, that, well, you had a board of directors, you had a big group of people running it, and it's like, and it didn't go so well. That is true. But all those people are from San Francisco, live in San Francisco, work in tech.
Yeah,
the problem is tech. The problem is the distillation of San Francisco politics, you know, that's being forced onto everybody else. And this is a company that people all over. Wait, I'm looking at myself because the camera's right there. That's a bad thing.
What are you doing? Relax. Make the video.
Hold on. 2. How do I go to 2?
What's 2?
I just remembered. I'm learning how to do all this, folks.
2 is.
The problem is we look at ourselves if we have us on the screen, and I don't want to look at us.
I look at myself all the time because it's, there we go.
But I also, yeah, there we go. That's good. They can't see that though. What were we talking about?
Elon Musk. Distillation of San Francisco politics.
Yeah, basically just being enforced onto everybody. You know, like I can imagine someone in, you know, Maharashtra, India, or wherever, someone in, you know, wherever else you could access Twitter, Tunisia, they probably don't give a shit that, like, you know, the green-haired person writing the code at Twitter HQ is gender fluid. And maybe they don't want to read like a BuzzFeed article that Chelsea Peretti's brother, you know, it's like maybe these things that are being pushed on people in the trending topics, those things aren't good. So if that's the only alternative to somebody like Elon Musk going and acquiring the company and saying fuck you to liberal politics, then I mean, we're in the worst place ever. If that's the case, if those are the two options, that's horrible.
I mean, yeah, but one's a little better.
Elon's a little better.
Elon's a little better.
Yeah,
like, honestly,
like
I saw this move as maybe one of the more important things for free speech since the invention of the internet.
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
And prior to that, it was like the printing press being made. Like,
but here's the issue: he's made Tesla, which is great. That's a public service, I would say, in a sense. And he made them look cool. That's also nice. That's very nice. It feels like a spaceship inside of it. He is also heading AI, which, you know, again, his argument here, if you can't beat him, join him with Neuralink.
Yeah.
I get it. I think I agree. I don't even know really how I feel about that. It just terrifies me on every level.
Yeah.
But he's also heading AI in some capacity, right? I mean, I'm sure there's a massive industry and they're leading themselves, but he's at the forefront of that as well. And then there's the rocket launches. And then now there's Twitter. It's like, how much can one guy effectively do? And he's managed to do it, but it's like, I know his argument for everything is that he's just so altruistic.
Yeah.
And I hope to God that that's the case, but the fact that we're having to put all of our trust in that, and, you know, Starlink, and he's done great things. Like, he's really done amazing things.
We're not going to find out for 30 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's just it. And it's like, well, you know, maybe not everybody wants, like, one guy running everything.
Yeah, he's going to run for president.
Oh, mother of Christ, you're probably right.
You think that guy's not going to run for president?
God damn it. That's such a good point.
He's insane. He wants statues, man. That's what he wants. He wants fucking statues.
He's already going to get statues. Well, I mean, no, he wants the internet love too, dude. I just don't trust it. I think, like, you know, and you know what? I think I will say this. I will say that people in San Francisco, the younger people on the lower end of things that are running things at Google or wherever, the blue-haired, you know, coders, whatever they do. Coders, quasi cyborgs. I don't know what they are. They, you know, I think they mean well. Like, I really think they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, nobody
I really think that when they stifle speech, they actually think that they are on the right side of history. Yeah, I truly think that they believe in their own benevolence. Yeah. Despite the fact that it's completely fascist and un-American.
They think they're a soft guiding hand.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's a big, big problem whenever you're the one providing these public utilities, these public squares like Twitter, which is a better social media app, I think, in my opinion. Maybe not better, but more important than your Instagrams and your TikToks and your, you know, whatever it might be, because, you know, you can't decorate your personality on Twitter. You just say the thing you mean. You just have to say it. You just have to talk. You know, like you can't like choose a song to correspond with your sunset and then like put a heart here. It's like not like that. You just speak, and then it's breaking news, and people need that. Like people need a place to go whenever you can get real time news. Twitter is that, and it does. You know, there's not that many people on it compared to like Instagram or TikTok or whatever, but it does have a lot of influence, I think, politically, and through media, and it's an important tool for us to have. And so when you have one guy leading that, it's a really, really big problem. Then again, you know, I'm so fucking happy Vijaya Gade or whatever is gone. Do you know who she is? She was one of the ones that was basically, so the Hunter Biden story was suppressed essentially by them. And so Elon's did you hear about the Hunter Biden like files that he published?
Real quick. This is going to look weird if we're just watching this the entire time we're talking.
What do you mean?
It's just a fucking
They can't
YouTube.
see that.
Oh, really? They're seeing us?
They're seeing us. We're seeing that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm retarded.
All good.
Sorry.
No,
Good.
I didn't either. I had to figure it out.
All right.
But yeah, so what were we saying? Elon?
Yeah, Hunter Biden.
Yeah, the Streisand effect that happened with that because they tried to suppress it.
Hilarious.
And then instead actually became the biggest story of the year, despite probably the fact that like nobody really would have given a shit had they not stifled the story from being. I mean, and to the links that they went to stifle this is what's so crazy, and the fact that they're essentially acting as like Twitter was acting as like a arm of the DNC. This is another thing Elon said, which is correct, you know. And it's true, except, you know, what makes them different than like Debbie Wasserman Schultz at that point, or somebody that was like, you know, fucking with Bernie or whatever. It's like at that point when you're using the place wherever, and then you've also banned, by the way, the sitting president of the United States. You've taken it upon yourself to ban the sitting president of the United States.
Wild.
Whatever you think of the guy, I mean, Christ almighty, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? But, you know, as nice as they might think they're being, all those little like soldiers, the little green-haired soldiers, like, you know, they're the younger generation. Like they are younger than us, and they're gonna slit our throats. They're gonna slit our throats.
No, they're not.
No, Gen Z will. They will. That's just it. Like
they're gonna Fortnite dance and then split our throats.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It's gonna be a horrible, because they're at this point effectively half robot already, and they don't even have a chip in them yet.
They're literal like zombies. It's insane watching these people.
You know, I mean, I know like every generation says like, you know, the one below them, like these kids don't know how to work these days.
No, we're pretty close to them though. We're like tail end millennials.
Yeah.
Are you a Zoomer?
Depends on how you. I think I'm millennial by like a small margin.
You must be like the last year.
There are some people that say I'm Gen Z. Like it's kind of half.
I'm like tail end millennial. I'm a bit older than you.
So we're basically, we could be either one. Gen Z or millennial.
I'm not choosing Gen Z. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I just don't even want to be associated with that. Ugh. It's just horrific.
So weird.
I mean, good God, TikTok. It's like, what even is TikTok?
Oh, it's a
I know. I feel like a geriatric person saying that.
TikTok?
Yeah, what even is this?
Oh God.
Kids these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like whenever I go to TikTok, you know, I don't understand even how to use it. I feel like I'm having to like learn an editing software. It's like Adobe Premiere or something. There's so many different buttons.
It's on such a small screen.
I'm so stupid. I'm like, oh, there's this effect and there's that filter, and somehow I walk away not knowing how to do a single thing on there.
Never been on TikTok.
And I've never felt more obsolete as a human being as when I've been on there. And I'm like, what is this dystopian hellscape?
Yeah.
And by the way, like, that's the one social media that isn't headquartered in San Francisco. It's headquartered in China.
That's it. Is it China or Taiwan?
No, it's China.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's China. Yeah, I don't know what else is. Oh, Balenciaga.
Mm-hmm. Well, we skip. I mean, we did Kanye a bit, so let's go with Balenciaga.
Well, we're gonna oscillate between all three of them.
Okay.
Because they all, like I said, are connected.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on Balenciaga?
It is reminiscent of something that happened a few years ago that caused a lot of hullabaloo. I remember something about a basement and some tunnels and like, you know, child abuse.
Basement.
Not this basement.
No.
But some child abuse and stuff, and like it got like shadow banned everywhere.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, you're not allowed to talk about it at all.
Right.
And it's basically like we're being culturally gaslit by a group of artists that are putting it in your face that they're
hiding
doing
in plain sight.
Yeah, they're
but are they doing it?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. They have to be, bro.
Hey, They absolutely
are, dude. They're fucking European,
dude. Yeah, I know.
Come on.
I know.
It's like a fucking Olympic sport.
It's morals
in France.
without borders.
Yeah, it's insane. All of them do it.
Yeah, no.
Did you hear about that French pedophile poet who just was writing about fucking kids for like years, and they finally arrested him after like 30 years?
What's his name?
I don't know, but it was crazy.
Yeah, man.
They just let those guys run there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really bad.
It's nuts.
It's really bad. The thing that I don't understand is why would you put it in your ad campaign?
Because they want us to know we can do nothing about it.
It is, in a weird way, their version of blackmailing the greater public.
It is. And they want us to know that we can do nothing about it. And not only, it's worse than that, if we try to do something about that, we're going to be painted as insane.
Well, but this time that didn't work.
It didn't work. And you know what? It's because the demons are losing. Okay? And God is winning. Okay. God is winning at the end of the day.
Jesus is king?
Jesus is king.
Got it. All right. And we're back. Jesus is king. Just make that a song. It's like the long form conversation really doesn't lend itself to Kanye, and he really has not learned that, despite having here's the thing. The big Kanye fan in me, I wanted to get really crazy and really schizo with this. The parts of my brain that I'm really not proud of wanted to be like, listen, he's a crazy guy, he's unpredictable. Maybe he's being blackmailed into saying this stuff.
No, I think
cover up Balenciaga's misdoings.
Oh, because he's like,
but they did cut ties. But Balenciaga, I'm like, if they're doing like weird child pedophilia adjacent shit in their ad campaigns, then and they're a multi-billion-dollar company owned by Salma Hayek's husband, then what? I mean, I don't know what my point is. I guess like what's stopping them from blackmailing one of their bigger stars or one of their bigger faces? And at that point, like, what's stopping other forces at play from blackmailing? I mean, the fact that Kanye West's personal trainer was part of like the Canadian CIA and threatened to 5150 him. Imagine your personal trainer. Yeah. You're a multi-billionaire, and your personal trainer is sending you text messages threatening you. Nobody talked about that, by the way.
Yeah, that was skimmed over.
That was insane.
He's going to be institutionalized. He's going to kill himself. He's going to be institutionalized, or he's going to die unexpectedly.
Yeah, it's really bad, dude. I hope they don't Lennon him. I hope they don't fucking... But here's the thing, like, how much of what he said... that's the thing. Is he being controlled? Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. He's mentally ill and he has endless resources.
This isn't the first time outside forces have taken a great person and made them go nuts in history. It's a pretty common thing that happens.
It's also, it could easily be like, just a cautionary tale of wealth, success, and influence, and what happens when you get everything you ever wanted, except, a family or any kind of stabilizing force in your life. And you also had a traumatic brain injury when you were in a car accident and had to get your jaw rewired.
If I had a TBI and I was manic bipolar and my wife...
TBI?
Huh?
Did you say TBI?
TBI.
What's that?
Traumatic brain injury.
Got it.
If I had a TBI and I was manic bipolar and my wife was Kim Kardashian and she took my kids away and
she didn't take his kids away. They have joint custody.
Joint custody. She was threatening to take my kids away, and or my kids were under threat of being taken away, and they're going to be hanging out with like the fucking Xenobites from Hellraiser,
right?
Like big
and doing TikTok videos,
and like they're wearing like big puffy shoes and shit.
Right.
I would be losing my mind.
Of course.
I would be doing crazy shit.
Yeah, well, this is in a scenario where you're already diagnosed bipolar or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty crazy already, but it's like,
please stop. Right. You're not on that level. Do not flatter yourself. Okay. If you were really that crazy, somebody would have handed you a comedy career by now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I guess what he's done is really nuts. It's the only thing more crazy than this, and actually in some ways more offensive, would be if he did start doing stand-up comedy. So I guess we should be very grateful that Kanye
stand-up comedy is
pretty soon. He's gonna be doing stand-up. Then we'll know he fully needs a straitjacket at that point.
I would rather him do gay porn.
I think a lot of people would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that would actually make him more of a kind of a redeemable character, I think.
Kanye becomes a sex worker.
Yeah. No, he becomes a sex worker.
Kanye can hide in my house. Like, I'm open doors to Kanye.
Oh my God.
Hide in my house, Kanye.
This is like a reverse Anne Frank.
We're hiding Nazis.
You're hiding Nazis in our basement. God. That's so bad.
Oh, that's funny.
These are, these are hard truths.
Hard times.
God.
Where is it safe for people like him?
No, it's not safe for anybody anymore.
my house.
I don't think.
In my
God,
home.
no, you're not going to harbor a billionaire in your home. Well, former billionaire.
Listen, I want 5150.
If anyone's harboring Kanye in their home,
If
it's
anything,
me.
I'm gonna reinforce your beliefs. Okay, I'm gonna sit there and
no.
It'll be like you know when like people like put tabs of acid in each other's mouths, like couples. We'll just be sitting there putting red pills in each other's mouths all night long.
Well, that's the other thing. My big theory with Kanye, I think he's trying to break out of the Matrix.
Honestly, that's sick. Yeah, no,
I really think that's what he's trying to do. And this was not my idea. There's this account I follow called Kanye's Post, and I would love to get her on here at some point if I ever could. But she's, she ain't got time for this. But she is great. She archives everything he would post because he would post, delete, right?
Yeah.
And so she kind of follows his every move, and I think he's a fascinating guy. Yeah. Preceding all of this stuff, and I'm not going to pretend like I hate Kanye now. That's insane. That's more insane than what he's doing.
Okay, let's be real. Top 5 greatest producers
artists
of all time.
Yeah, he is a musical genius. Anybody that wants to negate that, you're an idiot. You can't hold two thoughts in your head at the same time, and that's a whole lot of your problem. And the public, he always gets the public back on his side. When you really see the Alex Jones interview with him, which we can't play any of because YouTube would take us down. When you play it, I mean, his whole thing is it is extremely anti-Semitic. Like there is no ifs, ands, or buts about that, and it's extremely disappointing to watch. But then his whole angle is like, I love everybody. I don't hate anybody. I love everybody.
I talked
Jesus
about this.
is king. So it's like he's saying he doesn't like the business practices, and he doesn't like Ari Emanuel, and that's really where I think a lot of this stems from because Ari Emanuel tried to like blackball Kanye from the business.
I talked about this. I said this. He's literally regurgitating actual Christian dogma. If you actually read the Bible, he's just saying what the Bible says.
Which is what?
Which is God loves everyone. God loves the Satan.
But in the Bible, did they say def con 3?
No.
Okay.
But also, like, in the Bible, there's a lot of other bad shit in the Bible. Like, in Old Testament shit. But the thing is, he's literally just regurgitating Christian dogma. So, like, when I see Kanye's anti-Semitism, I'm seeing it from a standpoint the way you would see, like, someone who's racist against black people who's never really hung out with a black person.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if Kanye's, I don't know if he quite understands. He could be autistic. I don't know if he quite understands how bad the Holocaust was. Like, it's not right to say that.
Yeah, I don't think he understands that the Holocaust happened.
I don't know if he's a Holocaust denier.
He's being used by these two weardos, this Nick Fuentes and this Milo. These psychopaths.
Milo should have been thrown off a cliff like 10 years ago. I can't say that.
I mean, God, Jesus should have gotten them long ago. Yeah. But here we are.
I mean, Jesus did get Milo. He's Christian, so.
Right. Yeah. Isn't he not gay anymore?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm allergic to Milo.
Were you just trying to break out of the Matrix?
Yeah. I'm trying to stifle the sneeze.
Well, the Kanye's Post girl thinks that he's trying to break out of the Matrix because he said that much. He said basically as much in the Alex Jones interview. He said that his mother was sacrificed, which there is some really crazy. When you look into the way his mom died,
it was like a freak accident.
Fucking weird, dude.
What? Tell me.
It's fucking weird. You look into the guy that did the surgery. I don't remember exactly, but there's
Butterball
really,
from Hellraiser.
Yeah, it's really it was really bad. When you look at who perform, it was like a very Conrad Murray-esque. It was very Michael Jackson-esque. He doesn't, he makes some good points about like the effects of pornography, I guess. Although he's completely embarrassing his whole family. Not that I give a shit how they look. Yeah, as if they haven't embarrassed themselves enough. What he said about there are points he makes that are great. Like Kanye's talent in speaking and in being a personality is that he is able to occasionally drop lines and thoughts that are deeply like profound and have a lot of depth and have a lot of validity. And then he follows it up with a crazy epithet or something so abhorrent that like you almost forget that there was any greatness about him to begin with. But we can't forget because he's Kanye. Yeah. Who are you texting right now?
I'm not texting anybody. I'm just looking at my shoe.
Why are you looking at your shoe?
I'm just touching my shoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he is a genius, and I hate that he's
very
doing
smart.
This.
He's
very
just
smart. He's
completely
just
tone
very,
deaf.
very unwell. No, he's very unwell. It's more than just tone deaf.
I mean, he's very unwell and is making completely tone deaf.
That's very true. I just want somebody to. I mean, and Alex Jones, my God, was like doing everything he could
Alex
to
Jones
be
was
like, I don't like him. I don't like Hitler.
Hitler wasn't good, dude.
Yeah, he was really basic. He was trying to be like, oh, you like his outfits. You like giving him.
Which is a pretty common take. Okay, nobody likes it. I was surprised to see that too when they were talking about that. Everybody thought.
I mean, everybody modeled their campaigns after that. In fact, if Balenciaga were to do literal Nazi uniforms, probably less people would be offended by that than the actual photo shoots
literally
that they
march
did.
an SS officer out through that
Correct,
mud,
yeah,
and they'd be happy.
Yeah, shoulder bags are back in.
Yeah,
or what is it? Shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads, those big puffy pants and shit.
You know, whatever it might be. Oh my God, you know what I would love to show on here?
You want to do a model walk?
Yes.
Put it up, dude.
Oh my God.
Put it up.
God.
Let's do like a 10-minute commentary.
Yes.
This will be great.
This fashion show, dude.
Hellish.
Let's see if I can find this. Oh my God. Comments are turned off, of course.
Ghirardelli chocolate chips makes baking a bite better.
Love chocolate chips. Hate Satan. Oh my God.
Okay, here we go.
None of these people eat chocolate chips.
Here we go, folks. Balenciaga Summer 2023.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, baby. I can't wait to put that on.
Oh my God. Those big fat shoes.
Fashion.
Look at that. She looks like Exorcist.
No, I love it. I love everything about this. I love the blatant. Can you hear me? I can't hear myself.
I can hear you.
It's because of all this devil music. Good God, this person.
Why did they pick
this is
these
terrifying. I swear to God, I saw this guy in a nightmare. I did. I felt like I was meeting Satan.
These aren't models, are they?
These are models. I don't know what they are, dude. They're child trafficking victims that were except her. That's Bella Hadid. She's the most normal looking one. There's the bondage teddy bear that she's holding. She's probably the highest paid supermodel at the moment. But everybody else is... Kanye walked this show too, actually.
Kanye walked this show?
I love the music that you slit your wrist to.
Yeah, this is... These people are freaks.
I mean...
I want to ask people the flamethrower.
Are we allowed to say that?
Probably not. Edit it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and I just said something bad.
I think they want to kill you with a flamethrower.
Yeah, I said the other thing. I picture myself just running into this mud with like a 1943 flamethrower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean they would have added that to the show probably.
They need.
No, what's amazing is the sheer volume of things that are taken off of YouTube, and then this remains.
Yeah, this is like.
I mean, this is more dangerous.
This is like
than
grooming material. Yeah.
Oh, look at the baby. There's a fake baby.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
And then there's that bag is holding like bloody like accoutrement for the baby.
Shut the fuck up, really?
Yeah, and one of the behind the scenes things I saw. How do I turn it down? It's so loud.
Turn it down on the thing, can't you?
I don't know how to do any of those.
Fuck it. Yeah, it's got to have volume.
I mean, oh yeah.
Oh, this is better. This is when they get the trap portion of the fucking smock.
Yeah, here we go. These weird bags. A lot of this is like, okay, so it's pedophilic, right?
It's like grooming material.
It's pedophilic.
Yeah. They look like children.
It's satanic, okay? Mm-hmm. It's deeply disturbing. It's guised as like avant-garde or something, but I think that's just because like the New York fashion scene like doesn't know how to be edgy or interesting without being like morally reprehensible.
Yeah.
But it's also like it's weirdly cyborg-esque, and the style of clothing. I mean, why is that bag like an extension of her arm now? Like, why are we doing weird? You know what I'm saying?
Have you noticed they all have like a weird yellow tint to their skin?
Yeah, they all look malnourished.
Or is that something they've put on before they walk?
Well, I think the casting call was very clear that if you're not malnourished and emaciated, then you're not even going to be considered. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you have to have kidney failure in order to walk on the Balenciaga line.
Yeah, preferably TB, some other, if you can have cholera, then you can help add to the stage here,
Yellow fever.
Yeah, I mean, they probably had like a bunch of people just take a massive dump in the middle of this place.
That's what it is. It's hepatitis C.
Yeah, exactly. And then everybody has to walk through it. It's horrific. I mean, this is what hell on earth looks like, and that's clear to everyone watching it, I think.
Yeah.
In fact, well, actually, except everybody that's in the audience who probably thinks this is like they were forced to say it's amazing and it's incredible and it's great. But it's not even just this one. Like there's you know what though, we have to show them the grand finale. We have to show them the Crypt Keeper at the very end. That's the muse for Demna.
Edward Scissorhands.
Demna Gvasalia or whatever, who's with the creative director of Balenciaga. Probably
we're on this incredible tour of a troll-themed Norwegian town, but we get into
this
dumb
is
argument.
cool compared to Valencia.
I
would love to go to this little troll town. This looks wholesome.
Don't
for
fight.
sure.
You're missing the view.
One
That's
app,
cute.
over 300,000
That's very cute.
experiences
That's
you'll
God.
remember. Do more with
Jesus is
Viator.
king.
Jesus is king.
We're in their corner and on it because their local agent is a small business owner too.
Black-owned businesses. Jesus is king.
Absolutely.
State Farm rocks. This hell.
It's a look, girl.
If I saw someone dressed like that, it'd be like some uncanny valley shit. I would just, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, you run.
I'd wig out.
You run.
I'd have a fight or flight response.
Kim K wore that dress. I mean, good God. You don't even have words for it. It's so deeply disturbing.
Get to Edward
to the
Scissorhands.
finale.
What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Here she is.
There we go, baby. This is the muse of, I believe, Demna.
What model is that?
I don't know. She looks good though. She's the only acceptable looking one. Here we go. This is the finale. She's the finale.
Jesus Christ. Imagine that thing chasing you down a hallway.
Oh, I've imagined it many times since seeing this.
Look at the marching.
No, I mean, she's marching to her own death, you would think.
Yeah.
Or she's the facilitator of death, rather.
Yeah, God is not present here.
Exactly.
God is not present in this film. That woman's beautiful.
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Well, I think they had to put her at the end to kind of offset this
Yeah,
one.
the demon.
Yeah. I mean, children shouldn't be allowed here.
No, and no human should be allowed here.
That is correct. And by the way, I don't think any human is in that room.
No, they're all.
They've all been sacrificed by some.
Those are extensions of fallen angels that have.
Those are all Lucifer's cousins.
Yeah, all of them. It's just a bunch of fallen angels who somehow got a hold of like some used handbags and sewing kits, and some dirt.
Yeah, and trash bags.
Trash bags.
And children.
And children.
Yeah, fake children.
The fuck is this?
Je t'aime depuis 30 ans.
This is their couture show for Balenciaga. Did I not show you this
On
one?
me disait, tu aimes qui?
This is couture.
Gainsbourg or whatever.
This is Cyborg. What's Gainsbourg?
That fucking French singer.
Oh.
Sounds
Je
like
t'aime depuis longtemps. Je t'aime depuis tout le temps, peut-être.
This translates to
Je t'aime de tout
we are
mon
going
être.
to kill you.
Yeah, this is I am
Tu étais
trafficking
là.
children.
Quand ma mère repassait,
Now, I know it's not very
étais là.
sophisticated or
Quand
high
le
fashion of
chagrin
us
me
to think that
dépassait.
there is something, maybe nothing
n'ai pas eu
nefarious
le
is happening
courage de
here,
te le dire.
but I really feel
je
like
n'ai
there's
pas eu les
something as
mots
bad
pour
as
ne pas
happening.
mentir.
Yeah, this is weird, and
n'ai
everyone's
jamais
sitting there
su
can kiss my ass. What is that?
It's fashion, baby. That's
Do you
fashion.
see Milli Vanilli sitting there?
Northwest is sitting there. She's probably gonna have nightmares for the rest of her life.
Northwest should be removed.
She should be removed. No,
From
she's
this
a child.
situation.
No, it's horrific. When I saw that she was sitting there, I was like, I'd be so disturbed if I saw
Oh
this.
God, if I was a little boy and I saw this, I'd be scared.
It's horrific. It's Eyes Wide Shut meets like. Also, what is this location? I mean, what are we?
Oh, has he got an
doing
invisible
here?
boner pulling up his shirt? Look at this.
That would be the least inappropriate thing that they've done. Eyes
What's
Wide
with their
Shut looks like a
jackets?
G-rated movie compared to
Yeah, this is insane.
This is horrific. I mean, and the clothes are so... I mean, what is that, like, from Radio Shack? Like, what are we doing here? So
It's like
they can hear the screaming children come out of the speakers?
They're walking around with air purifiers or something. It's insane. I mean, he's cool. That just looks like, what's his face, that country singer.
I like that jacket. Listen, I'm not saying all the clothes are bad. Some of the clothes are good. They're not here. I mean, some of them are. I guess I like that jacket. That's fine, except the, weirdly square shape. And I don't know why the shoes are so massive. What is that supposed to be?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The jackets are huge.
They're massive. Okay, and then there's a portion of the show where all the celebrities come out. But, what's funny is all the models have to wear the crazy face mask. But, of course, the celebrities...
the celebrities don't.
Normal. All normal.
Who's that?
I have no idea.
Who?
No, not a
Oh,
clue.
shit. Oh my god.
Okay, wait. That's Christine Quinn from Selling Sunset.
I don't know who that is.
I actually know everything about her.
I bet.
Yeah. The fact that she gets to walk for Balenciaga, I mean, it's astounding, actually.
I'd imagine if I walked for Balenciaga. Imagine
I wonder if they would let you.
Imagine if I finagled my way in there somehow, right? And then they're like, get this big jacket, and I hide something underneath the jacket.
A child.
No, something that has like ball bearings in it and like expellerant. And
Sarin gas?
I can detonate.
Sarin gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. A flamethrower.
Yeah, something like that.
Absolutely.
And like I cook a big rotisserie chicken in front of everybody with
Right.
it,
Exactly.
And
No,
like,
a chicken.
yeah, so we're a chicken,
A chicken.
Yeah. And I just get in there and I'm like, I say something like Ave Maria.
Did you see that one that just walked by?
Who's that?
Yeah, they would probably play Ave
I'm literally
Maria.
disassociating right now. Oh, is that our girl?
That's our girl.
That's our girl, dude.
Somehow she looks way cleaned up here.
Well, she looks like she's about to turn into a bat and fly off.
This is the best she's ever looked.
She looks pretty.
Yeah, that's normal.
Who's that? Let me see that. Is that a dude?
No, that's...
Is that a chick or a dude?
Is that Juliette Lewis? No, it's not.
I love Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, I like her too.
She's like, honestly, like top.
Probably crazy though.
Ooh,
She's beautiful.
you know me.
What?
Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, this woman's gorgeous.
I mean, she's beautiful. She's gotta be. Oh, wow, yeah.
She is really
I'd be-
stunning.
I'd be
I
her
mean,
pool
actually,
boy.
for there's Dua Lipa.
Who's that? God, she's the hottest one I've seen. She's at a
she's
healthy
a pop
weight.
star. Yeah, she's a massive pop star.
Yeah.
And then of course we have Bella, and then we have. Do we have Nicole Kidman yet?
Shut the fuck up. Nicole Kidman walks.
Oh, she walks.
Oh, she's on the fucking list, dude. Who's that?
Our girl Kim.
That's Kim.
Yeah.
Kim's about to walk right into like a room with a bunch of demons sitting on a.
They've possessed her for this show.
Yeah.
There's Nicole.
Everybody's cameras go up.
Yeah, she thought she was going to come film Eyes Wide Shut 2.
Yeah.
Return of Stanley Kubrick.
Damn, she's got an attitude, bro.
Oh, she's giving demonic.
Yeah.
She's giving rich.
Yeah. I liked her in The Northman better.
Was she in that too?
No, she kicked ass in that. What the fuck is that?
Naomi.
She got a fucking
Oh, what is she
scratch
wearing?
collar.
Yeah, it's insane.
What's she trying to chew? She got a big sore on her ass.
They really did Naomi Campbell dirty here with us. This is really fucked up.
We're gonna put you inside those things that we put eggs into that we crack.
Exactly. Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. The English use them. Oh, poor woman.
They put one of the greatest supermodels of all time in a in a trash bag.
Oh.
And what is this?
Is that a dude?
I mean, this is who would wear this? I know that's not the point. I know it's not the point.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand.
It's a bed sheet.
But
What the fuck?
that's that's the child bride.
Oh my god. She looks like a badminton.
I mean, it's a what is that?
Like a birdie. The thing you hit. I don't
even know what you're talking
You play
about.
badminton when you hit the thing. It's so fun. We got to play. I used to play with Joey during the pandemic.
Isn't it like a British sport?
It's a Johnny sport. I'm really good at it.
All right.
I'm fucking phenomenal, badminton. These people are sick. And
There's Anna Wintour right there to the right.
Who's that? Who's the white
Did
dude?
you just say who is Anna Wintour?
I don't know who these people are.
Okay, Anna Wintour effectively, like, well, for a time, she ran like the entire fashion world in a sense.
I'm gonna walk for Balenciaga.
She's the editor-in-chief of Vogue, and she was the character from The Devil Wears Prada that Meryl Streep played, Miranda Priestley, was based on.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Just replay the last like 4 sentences you just said, and then think about who I am as a person, and ask yourself, why would I have any idea who that is?
Well, I think you're someone that's on planet Earth, and hopefully doesn't live under a massive rock.
No, I do.
Yes, that's very clear. So she is, and I believe the gentleman to her right is Francois Pinault, I believe. Make sure I'm getting his name right. Yes, Francois Pinault, and he is the owner of, or the CEO of Kering, which is the parent company of Balenciaga. They also own Gucci, who is no stranger to their fair share of scandals as well, and has been married to Salma Hayek since 2009. They have a daughter together named Valentina.
He's married to Salma Hayek.
That is correct.
I'd call him
And
Francis
he's a French.
Peanut. I go, hey, Francis Peanut.
Yeah, well, he's got how much money does this guy have? A ridiculous amount of money. And so he's got the best seat in the house, probably sitting next to Anna Wintour.
Is there an LA Fashion Week?
No.
Is there anything that happens here? How do I get in?
Is there an LA Fashion Week? There might be, actually. No, I think there is.
I will straight up.
I will go.
I will go.
I will go.
You can dress me however. I'll wear a fucking giant, stupid trash bag.
Well, and then we'll get in.
They'll love me.
And then we'll get in.
I'll walk around. I'll just have that fluoride stare.
Yeah. I bet the fashion scene here, where you're just catatonic. Yeah, you've been possessed. Yeah. No, it's called the Kubrick stare.
Yeah, that. No, this.
That's the same thing.
I look like fucking what's his face?
Are you auditioning to be part of the show?
No, I look like the fucking the private, and that just blows his brains out. In Full Metal Jacket.
Oh right, yes.
Yeah, the fat one.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're
gonna get into Fashion Week somewhere.
Well,
let's go to New York. Fuck it.
In New York's going to be great. I mean, if you want to talk about the real sacrifice, it's probably New York.
Yeah, let's get in there.
LA Fashion Week's probably just like diet pedophilia. It's probably like not as, everyone's too into themselves to try to commit a crime.
Yeah, they're too busy getting sun.
Exactly. Yeah. They're too busy working on their hot bods to sacrifice any kids.
Yeah, child sacrifices happen indoors. Everyone here is like skiing and like they go to Mount Baldy for the weekend and they come down.
Yeah, they're like, I have to go to Big Bear. I do not have time to like steal a child. Yeah. There's just like, it's not that I wouldn't do it. I just don't have the time.
Yeah, they're like, we go to Runyon.
Yeah, I gotta go to Runyon. It's in a way the narcissism here really acts as a level of protection for the youth. Yeah, exactly. Jesus is king.
This is why we're here.
Jesus is king.
Yeah, the sun shines.
Well, what else is there? I mean, I'm trying to see what else we were going to talk about.
I mean, honestly, Ida, we can go deep on the things that we can talk about on YouTube that I've seen get fact checked on Instagram.
Like what?
Deep underground military bases.
Are we allowed to talk about that on YouTube?
That's interlinked. I don't know.
We don't know what the rules are. When are they going to ever disclose? I heard if they made these algorithms open source, then we would know exactly what it is that you can and can't say. Is that correct?
They never want that because they want you guessing and scared.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially. Yeah. Well, and that's one thing that Elon was, I think, going to do is make the algorithm for Twitter open source so as to ameliorate some of the woes of people that were shadow banned and fucked with, just so we can have some transparency. It's great. It's what they all should be. But YouTube is run by whatever villain Orwell wrote about. That's there's literally Big Brother's YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube's run by a brain in a jar or something.
Yeah, I know.
Like spider legs.
run by like Plankton from SpongeBob or some ridiculous villain. I don't know why that's who I thought of. But yeah, no, YouTube is. I'm scared every time I try to upload anything. I'm scared to. I mean, it's really. What if I just said that YouTube banned me for the last 2 months and that's why we didn't have an episode?
That'd be sick. We made a really inflammatory episode.
Yeah. Well, they did block my. I'm not going to go back into that. I haven't beat that.
Oh yeah,
I haven't beat that dead horse.
I remember you're angry about that.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't have me here.
Well, that was the episode. Was that you weren't in that? It was Well, she's coming back. People loved Ivy.
I didn't get to listen to it because it just got removed.
That's true. Yeah. You'd love her. You'd really love her. You would really love her. She's coming back in like a week, so maybe we can get her on here. Well, you know what? You know what I've been reading a lot about? What do you know about large language models?
Nothing. Tell me.
So it's really scary. So there's these chat bots now that can write an entire story about your life if you just provide them with a few key bits of information. Kind of like in the movie Her. Have you ever seen that movie? Spike Jonze movie?
I know of it.
Yeah, so it's very scary. It's very AI. It's getting to the place now where I think in about 10 to 15 years, there's going to be some people implanting some shit in other people. Don't you think?
I mean, is it going to be willfully done? Is it going to be... I mean, deepfake scared me. You know what I mean?
That's
they could
part
literally.
of what
I mean,
this
they
is.
could take us. They could take us, and they can make us say. They could take us. They can make us say anything. They could have a video of us saying anything, and it would look real.
Now, doesn't that even out the playing field in a way?
It does, and honestly,
Because then you can just deny anything.
That's the beautiful thing. Is what you should do is you should make 15 different Ida Hour YouTube accounts,
Right.
and have a deep fake of us saying every different opinion, supporting every opinion.
Interesting.
At once, and the ones that are like inflammatory will get banned, and then the ones that are like non-inflammatory, that are like populist, will get like upvoted.
You can't grow channel that way.
No, this is like some weird Fight Club shit we do.
Okay.
Where it's like we're fighting the power, we're fighting the
Oh, if I'm
algorithm.
taking it seriously, I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, like,
I
as
was
if
really
we have.
considering
Oh,
that.
you're like, yeah, I'm gonna deepfake.
I'm like, I can't do that.
I'm gonna deepfake 36 hours of footage. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They have AI generated voices now that you can like. It sounds like, remember like the GPS units where it's like turn left now. Like they can
Right.
make like those sound like Kanye West. They can make
well,
them sound.
some people think Kanye wasn't even on the interview himself because he had a big mask on the whole time and he refused to take it off.
I mean, that's dope. He
And
should
Alex
have done that.
kept trying to get him to take it off because he knew that everyone was going to run with that theory. But it's true. I mean, he didn't take his mask off. How
That's
do
smart of
people
him.
know? Yeah. Well, is it? I mean, I guess it's good that he did one smart thing in the middle of doing the dumbest thing he's ever done for his career. Why can't he just go make music? Go make music. You shouldn't. There needs to be somebody around you to just slap your wrist every time a microphone gets near you that isn't in a
He needs to
recording
make
studio.
Jesus his God. He needs to then keep going up.
The problem with these people is they think they're God. I mean, that's the issue here. Like it's really a cautionary tale for, it turns out when you get a mentally ill person and you give them a bunch of money and they have a traumatic brain injury, but even if he didn't have the traumatic brain injury, it turns out you give someone a lot of money and a bunch of compliments and you treat them like they're God. It turns out it's really not so great for their sense of self, for their character, if you will,
Yeah.
It's kind of a crazy thing. You give them unlimited amounts of resources, and you give them endless amounts of praise, and then you give them a diagnosis, and then, it turns out it's not really going to go so well.
No, at like a young age and like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and he actually made this point too, Kanye, where he said, you stop growing the second you become famous. That's when you stop growing as a person, is when you become famous. You become,
cool.
you kind of get stuck in that state for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's
and it's
dramatic.
true. It's true because you, at that point, everything becomes... You become kind of a character in a video game where everything's just kind of, you could do whatever you want. There's no shame thrust upon you. There's really nobody to tell you no. You just have yes men around you. And then, of course, your ego is going to inflate to an insane size. And eventually that balloon's just going to pop.
Yeah, and then you have a mask on, you're going on Alex Jones,
Yeah,
you're
you're
pulling out a Netanyahu.
God, that was really brutal. And he did a David Chappelle impression at one point. He did like a Larry David impression, and they were actually good impressions where he's just like, "Are all Nazis bad?" It's like, and Alex Jones is like, "Yes, Kanye, yes, they are."
You know what that the whole
He kept
interview.
calling him Yee, which was so funny to me.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Oh, we're gonna go to. I can't do this.
It was
voice.
it was a Charles Manson parole hearing. That was the level of insanity that we were watching.
Yeah. We're gonna go to Milo. We're gonna go to Nick, and then we're gonna go to Yee, and then me. The floor is yours. Yee, the floor is yours.
Oh my God, I can't believe Milo's back in the Discord.
Oh, he's gone.
That's
Kanye
insane.
fired him.
Oh, shut the fuck up, really?
Yeah.
Good.
It's been it's been a big it's been quite a week at Yay 24 HQ.
Okay, I wonder what it's like. It's like the Legion of Doom.
He also is gonna. I mean, he's overexposed. He's gonna get himself killed. He's inviting these paparazzi into his like personal studio. He's giving them access to everything. I mean, at this point, it's like you're gonna get Mark David Chapman in there to fuck so he can film it for his YouTube channel. And Kanye is gonna welcome him with open arms. He's like, "Hey, Mark David Chapman, you want to get dinner with the president with me?"
That would be so fucking cool if Kanye West had. You know, he had Kenny G on that one on Jesus is King. He had Kenny G do a thing. Like if he had Mark David Chapman.
Yeah. He's gonna have John Hinckley on. He's gonna have John Hinckley.
Who's the guy who shot John Lennon?
Yeah, Mark David Chapman.
Okay, good. Yeah. I like Mark David Chapman better.
Yeah. Well, he's alive still, so he very well could go and scoop him up from prison.
That would rock.
And
I thought he was
add him
out.
to a track. No, Hinckley's out.
Oh.
Very different crimes. But yeah, I mean, Kanye's luck is going to run out eventually, and I think it has actually. I think he's depleted all his money. Yeah.
No, this is.
You know what's really cool? You know what's really a sign of mental decline is he took his daughter to Macy's.
Really? There's photos of that?
Yeah, there's photos of him taking North to Macy's the day his divorce with Kim was finalized. Interesting, yeah? Macy's. Have you been to Macy's lately? I've been to Macy's, and it's really, really tragic what's happened in there.
How's he out of money?
Oh, because he lost. You don't know what happened. Oh my God. He lost $2 billion for one tweet about the DEFCON 3 Adidas.
Oh.
Adidas.
Wow.
Yeah. Severed the relationship. So he lost $2 billion in a single day. No, I mean, it seems like they're going to get him killed. His personal trainer that works for the Canadian Intelligence Agency is gonna have him 5150. The fact that the Kardashians haven't already put him in a straitjacket is actually kind of surprising to me, given how much they have on the line for themselves. But this is actually this is another season of the Kardashians for them. So I guess it's okay.
How old is North now?
Fuck, I have no idea.
Just imagine if she was like 14 and dealing with this shit.
I think she was born in like 2013 or something. So
okay, that good.
Is, like she's probably like 10.
Yeah, she doesn't know what's really going on.
Oh, she knows.
She knows, but she doesn't know. She's not like fucking like a 15, 16-year-old. That would be horrible.
And he's not wrong to not want her on TikTok with, even if it is with Kim. Of course, she's taking care of him most of the time. And by her, I mean, whoever. But to not want your kid on social media, like a lot of the things he's saying are not incorrect. It's just the way he. This is before this. Again, this is before the stuff with Infowars.
Oh, he's just regurgitating stuff he's heard behind closed doors.
Yeah. Well, he's very clearly very impressionable. In the same way that Trump, it's like if you just praise him, he'll listen to your advice.
Yeah, I don't.
You proceed every request or order or a piece of advice with a compliment.
I don't know if Kanye's coming to these conclusions himself. I think he heard someone say Jesus loved Hitler too. Like even
Michael
Hitler.
Jackson said that too.
Yeah, I think somebody was just like,
no one talks about that.
Oh, really?
He did. Yeah, he said it in some interview.
I think he heard someone say that even Hitler, and that person was like saying that as like that is the depth of Jesus' love for people, and this is even someone as bad as Hitler. But the way Kanye said it is like. Yeah, he loves Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler was. Yeah, he kept saying that he was cool and like really dug himself a grave there, man. It's really depressing. You don't even know what to say to that. How do you say?
You just go, listen, Kanye. That's not the right thing to say.
I mean, can you imagine if I drove around Beverly Hills with my windows rolled down, blasting Kanye right now? I'd get shot.
Well, I would look at Kanye if he said Jesus loved you and Hitler, and I'd look at Kanye and go, you know who Jesus really loves? Ray J.
What about Ray J? He loves Ray J too now.
Kanye loves Ray J?
Oh yeah, they've been having dinner together.
What the fuck?
Oh, he's been on a mental. Yeah, he's going.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
That's a power move.
Kind of, I guess. Yeah. Even after the DEFCON 3 tweet, Ray J still had dinner with him. Yeah, in the same night.
Who else was Ray J's?
And Jay-Z was there at the same time, not sitting next to him, and then some other. Yeah, it's fucking. We live in this town. We live in this damn town.
Hova, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's fine. I don't really know what else to. Oh, remember he posted that picture on Twitter of Elon Musk and Ari Emanuel in a boat. It's where Elon was really fat.
Oh God.
Yeah. And then Elon replies back and he goes, "That is fine." He goes, because Kanye's like, "This is going to be my last tweet." Let me show you. Am I allowed to show a picture of it? Right here. Let's remember this is my final tweet. And it's
oh my God.
fat Elon with Ari.
This account is being suspended for incitement of violence, not unflattering pick me post with Ari.
That is fine.
To be helpful motivation to lose weight. God, he looks horrible.
Yeah, he doesn't look great.
Jesus Christ, he's so pale.
Ari Emanuel is so fit. It's crazy. And he's like 60 something.
Fuck off.
Yeah, and his wife is like out of her mind and had this like insane piece written about her in the New York Times that makes her look like truly the most undeserving and horrible person of all time. Cher's her godmother. She has some clothing line, which is Kanye made fun of on Alex Jones. Yeah. And they have an insane amount of wealth and power. And his brother's Rahm Emanuel, who's mayor of Chicago for a long time and was pretty much chief of staff to Obama, kind of overall a horrible person. And his other brother was the architect of Obamacare because his other brother works in medicine. He's a doctor like John Hopkins or some shit, some very highly prestigious thing. And then he wrote Obamacare essentially. So it's like three different brothers that do have a considerable amount of power and influence, each of them in their own right.
Okay.
Which is it's kind of a crazy thing that all three of them are so successful, but they probably, worked for it. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Real quick, is Kanye's Twitter, or Elon's Twitter picture, is that him like generalissimo Elon?
I actually hope that I put that on. Yeah, I did. Is what?
Is it like, what's Elon's fucking picture? Is it like generalissimo Elon? What's
yeah,
that?
I know. It looks really weird. It looks like he's like that's his dictator photo.
Yeah, like someone like you have that hanging over a mantle in Iraq.
Yeah, exactly. It's like before he turns into Kim Jong Un. Is Kim Jong Un on Twitter?
He should be. That would be sick.
Do you remember the Rocket Man tweet from Trump where he called him a little fatty? He called Kim Jong Un a fatty. Oh my God, this is a great tweet.
Little Rocket Man.
Trump tweet. It's so funny, dude. It's hilarious. I spoke with President Moon of South Korea. Of South Korea last night. Asked him how Rocket Man is doing. Long gas lines forming in North Korea. Too bad. Hold on, there's better ones. That's not even the one I was thinking of. Oh my God, where's the one where he calls him fat?
I mean, like,
it was so good. Why would Kim Jong-un insult me by calling me old when I would never call him short and fat? Oh, well, I try so hard to be his friend, and maybe someday that will happen.
He rocks, dude.
He's amazing. He actually did garner some diplomacy there with North Korea, and he was able to temper Kim Jong-un for a while. Yeah, he was the only one willing to meet with him.
Pretty peaceful presidency.
Comparatively, yes, absolutely.
Domestically, no, but internationally, yes.
Yeah, domestically, it might have been the fall of America.
Yeah,
it might have actually domestically been the match that lit the fire that will be the end of this country. But foreign policy wise, maybe not the worst decision.
I'm like driving around LA,
except with Iran.
I'm on the way down here, and I'm just like, I'm seeing like the signs of like the revolution everywhere. Like I saw this giant, when people put cups in chain link fence to make letters. They'll put like cups in it, and it forms a letter.
No.
They'll like write. So you put a cup in the hole in the chain link fence. You put a bunch of cups in a form, so you can form pictures and letters and stuff. And like on the way over here, it says like, "Serve the people, not yourself." And I'm like, it's just massive down the street on this giant chain link fence.
That's really terrifying.
Yeah, just shit like that.
Well, where did they? Was it in front of a church or?
No, it was just on the street. I'm just like, God damn.
Well, did it look like a professional sign? Like somebody put it there to hypnotize?
I don't know. Dude. And also, like, you go up the street. Remember all the BLM where they had the names of people killed by police on the reservoir?
It was, and then they became tattered over time, and so it just looked like really gross. Yeah. Well, to me, I think the only thing more concerning than whatever cryptic signs you see here and there is just the massive homelessness problem they're crawling like zombies onto your car, and it's like zombie land, except without the comic relief of Bill Murray. It's really scary, and the crime and the break-ins and the catalytic converter theft and
that's cool.
keep that.
Yeah, keep that.
Keep that for some characters.
Scrapping
so everybody,
scrapping is the coolest thing you could do.
Is that what it's called? Scrapping?
Yeah, scrapping.
Why do you know?
I wish I had the courage to be a scrapper. I wish I had the courage to steal fucking copper wire in people's homes. That would be the coolest thing I could do.
No.
I wish I had the courage to steal catalytic converters.
Well, yeah, I guess you just don't have enough courage of conviction.
I mean, I could, I guess. I don't know. That'd be sick, dude, if that was my thing.
Well, if you wait around till like 3 a.m. and you wait in our street, you could find someone that'll show you, I bet.
All I need is one.
Because
it looks like
they'll show
it looks
up.
like a little like chain. You just go whoop, whoop, and then you got it. And then you take it to East LA to your boys.
This is what you do on the side?
You sell it for like $300. I could literally make what I make in a night in like fucking an hour and a half.
Well, I'm pretty sure that'll be legalized soon. I don't think they prosecute for
You have to
that
become
anymore.
a criminal of purpose, everyone. I'm
right.
encouraging you to be a criminal of purpose.
Well, you don't even have to. They'll let you just be a criminal now, and it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, you just get away with fucking anything.
Anything, dude.
Anything now.
Anything. It's
It's
like
in and out of
it's a
jail.
wonder people don't steal every single day.
This
Well, they
DA's
do, but
dog shit.
well, the new mayor's probably not going to do a whole lot to
Oh, yeah,
fix
she's
the
gonna be
issue. Yeah. Well, this time they'll hate. Everyone hates every LA mayor they ever get, and so this time, it's a black woman, Karen Bass, right? So they'll now hate her.
I would.
There's no LA mayor that ever does a good enough job that doesn't get hate.
I'm Villagrosa back.
Is it? How do you say those names?
Villagrosa or some shit.
Mayor Suave, as they
Suavemente.
called him. Yeah. Isn't that what they
He was
called
dating
him?
all those Telemundo actresses.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was like a Cuomo type, right?
Yeah, he was in a group of dudes that stabbed a dude. in the
Oh,
70s.
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, how very progressive of us to allow him the second chance of running our
Sick.
entire
I
city.
met the guy that was stabbed.
You
He was
did?
my Uber passenger. Yeah.
Did he vote for him?
No.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He confronted him. He was the guy who confronted him. He was
Really?
like, "You and your friend stabbed me in 1976."
Was this proven?
Yes.
Oh,
it was
Jesus.
at our high school. The one me and
Christ.
Devin went to. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you see White Lotus?
No, and don't even ask. I'm going on my phone if you talk about White Lotus.
Why? What's wrong with White Lotus?
I haven't watched it
Why?
because I'm not like you, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I watch? I watch fucking Ghost Adventures. I watch fucking Expedition Unknown on Discovery Channel. This guy, he goes around and goes to pyramids and doesn't find anything. It's my favorite thing. It's just like docu-series on Discovery. It's guys,
Oh, yes, you watch Pawn Stars and Alone.
yeah, it's like that. It's like
Oh,
Josh, I'm Josh,
God.
and I'm an architectural student from.
You forgive John. He can't watch White Lotus. He's too busy watching Storage Wars.
Yeah, rocks,
Yeah,
dude.
God
yeah,
damn
it's so
it.
sick. And like
You
he
try to
goes,
show him anything of substance or something that's interesting.
No, it's way cooler.
I didn't like the first season of White Lotus, though. I thought
Stop trying to talk about White Lotus. Talk about Expedition Unknown. So Josh, he goes all around the world to go to like see like splunks and like ancient burial sites and stuff. Never finds anything. And I was sitting there having my breakfast and I'm watching another great episode of Expedition Unknown.
Oh, I'm sure it's fantastic.
He's probably in like Indonesia or some shit. And like I literally just Googled, does Josh ever find anything on Expedition Unknown? And I thought no, I wouldn't have an answer because it's such a weird thing. Tons of people were asking it, and the answer was no.
Like he's never found anything.
Never found it. He's like the worst Indiana Jones ever. He just never finds anything.
Aren't they connected to the History Channel now, who also doesn't do history anymore?
Yeah, History Channel is like it was the Hitler Channel for a long time.
And now it's TLC.
yeah.
Yeah. So what do you mean the Hitler Channel?
It was jokingly called the Hitler Channel for like, because from when I was like 10 to like when I was like probably 17, 18, it was just constant World War II, never ending.
Really?
All Hitler's secret army, Hitler this, Hitler that, Hitler's secret UFOs. That's all it was.
People seem to really like Hitler.
Well, he's a fascinating fella.
I mean, sure.
You know, he did a lot.
Absolutely,
A
yeah.
bad man. Bad man.
Yes.
Bad man. Did bad stuff. Okay? Jesus Christ. Don't get it twisted.
Hey,
All right?
if we haven't made it clear,
Yeah, we haven't made it clear.
we don't like Hitler.
Yeah, we have PTSD right now from what happened to Hate Watch. So we hate that
I mean,
guy.
I have PTSD from having been on the internet ever and
Yeah.
realized what you. I mean, I feel like someone's gonna come and arrest me.
I'm going to look into the camera. I hate Hitler, dude.
Yeah, I hate him.
We hate Hitler.
Yeah, we do not stand.
Dude, no.
We do
We
not
do not
stand.
say his name.
Yeah, we do not say his name. Oh my God! Oh, Kirstie
insane,
Alley
dude.
died.
Oh yeah, she was
sad.
71.
I
She
love
looked
the
great.
trending topics, by the way. Look at these. I've never seen commitment on the level of the Amber Heard haters. I've never seen. This trial ended almost a year ago. Or
Amber
feels
Heard's
like a year
a
ago.
husband beater.
It's every day there's a new trending topic about Amber Heard. Still,
Let it go. I'm
or
gonna
Johnny
date
Depp
her
is
next.
innocent. It's like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Like it's been adjudicated. We understand.
Yeah.
Like we've all figured it out. But the level. I mean, what could they possibly be talking about now?
I'm gonna start trolling TJ Maxx's around Los Angeles. See if I can pick up Amber.
You're right.
How you doing, baby girl? So you got those.
No, dude, she's shopping at Balenciaga.
No, she's not cool enough anymore.
Yeah, it's good. We're still Amber Turd in Spain after the verdict. She still doesn't pay the money, still free, still smiling, and obviously still an abuser. I mean,
her hands all
the
pink.
Johnny Depp resurgence and revival among Twitter. Like, I almost feel like Johnny Depp knows people at Twitter that are writing because the trending topics, they never fail to have something about him in there every single day.
Dude, I'd kick the shit out of Amber Heard if she tried anything with me.
You can't say that.
Oh, okay. God damn
Right?
it. Sorry.
Is that inciting
it was
violence?
in defense. It was in defense. I said
if it were in defense.
If it were a self-defense situation,
Right.
I would be able to defend myself from Amber Heard.
Well, she
in
has
way
a
better
kid with
ways.
Elon Musk, I'm pretty sure.
She has like 14 test tube babies with Elon Musk, I thought.
Right, in the tunnels.
In the tunnels. We talked about this.
We have talked about this. We don't know what's in the tunnels. You know, the folks over at Balenciaga might know. But yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, what are they?
Is she gay again?
Yeah, you never. I mean, people like that will date anything that shows them any attention.
Yeah.
She's BPD, I think. Pretty sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is like there's so many.
Actually, she's definitely BPD.
Yeah, I've gone like I don't believe in these like separate diagnoses anymore. Like
no, they are separate.
I know,
Bipolar
but
and BPD are different.
Bipolar, BPD, narcissism, like schizoid, like all these different things. They all have so many like overlapping symptoms that I'm just like they're crazy.
That's right.
They're crazy people.
Off the deep end.
It's like they do things.
They've crossed another dimension in which reality doesn't exist.
They don't know what they're doing. They just, they do the thing.
No, there's this sheer ability they possess. While BPD and people, actually bipolar people too. So I guess you're right in that you can lump them together in certain instances, but where they just create new realities that they live in, and it's deep codependency and kind of in many ways when you're BPD, like there's no sense of self. You don't have an identity.
That was the thing. I was in a relationship with a woman who's diagnosed with BPD for a long time, for like years, and like I remember she was deeply empathetic towards people. But there was like this darkness that like it was just strange.
I don't know. I'm sure they can have empathy. I don't think that they.
Well, it was like I've read Walking on Eggshells.
I've
read the famous BPD book.
Oh, there's a BPD book?
Yeah, it's great.
Was it like an instruction manual?
It's called Walking on Eggshells.
I'm gonna look that up.
It's great.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what you have to do.
There's like there's a part of me that like absolutely therapy is beneficial and like medication's beneficial, but like it's like at the same time I'm like psychology seems like a pseudoscience sometimes because it's like 100 years ago it's like they were totally wrong about everything. Like what are we saying about now? Like what are they going to think about psychology 100 years from now?
Well, we don't have any like Jungs or Freuds, walking around, right?
Yeah, we just got think tanks full of these idiots.
Yeah, but they're not writing.
Yeah, stop walking on eggshells, taking your life back.
Wait.
Yeah, dude, it's a great book.
Why did you read this?
Why did I read this? Because I keep running into women with BPD in my life.
I'm so sorry that I'm laughing about this. It's not funny at all.
It's not. Because,
I'm sorry.
I was raised I was conditioned
it's really bad. It was not good. No, it's not funny at all. I do feel it's just the self-help book.
Well, I read this because I was in a relationship with somebody for many years who suffered from this, and I was like,
okay, so you needed it.
Let's try to get to the bottom of this and see what's going on here because I was really concerned.
Well, did you?
No, no. I did. I understood to the point where like well, also the thing is like there's like BPD. I feel is like a people like it's almost like people like to say they have it, and it's like
it's like a rite of passage now into crazy land.
It's like dude, shut up, and it's like I don't know. It was just BPD is it's such a weird thing because I was reading the book and as I was reading it, there's like this thing where it's like people have it, they just live in this really dark place where like there's an emptiness inside of them they can't get to the bottom of.
Exactly.
And it's deeply lonely. And I remember just being like, I remember thinking that and being like, God, from what I saw, it was like, kind of true, but kind of not. And then I'm reading this and going, this is bullshit. I mean, it's
Well, you're in a
not.
relationship with a person. It's probably a lot more difficult to kind of assess it objectively, right? Because you're so.
Well, thinking back on the relationship, she was I don't want, very kind person. Mm-hmm. Loved me to death.
Oh, okay.
Very nice person. Was just deeply chaotic and craved chaos.
Yes.
But like, there was never a point where I was like, there was never a point where it was like, I didn't think she didn't care about how I felt, which was the thing. And
well,
then
there's
I was
also
like,
different kinds of VPD, so she might have
that's
fallen
the other
into.
thing. It's like, what the fuck are we even talking
Bro,
about?
I don't
at that
even know.
point, bro?
It's like different. But they're.
Did you just?
Did I?
Did you just do like a Latina?
What is it? I can't do it.
Or
Hold
like,
on.
what's her face?
Who?
The rapper.
Which one?
The one with the. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
I
her
don't know.
face? Who's the prostitute?
Oh, Cardi. Yeah. Does she do that?
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, she'll run for president. Pretty soon,
can't do
president's
that.
just going to be like, who has the #1 single
Yeah.
in the country? They get to be president.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Idiocracy.
It's just going to be like the top 40s. It's like, that's going to be who runs. But yeah, I mean, well, it's going to be a technocracy before that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll turn into robots before the celebrities could really take over.
Mm-hmm.
What happens whenever... We don't need to get into that. But
Let's
I
go
do...
back to narcissism, dude.
Yeah, narcissism, techno-progressivism. You say
God.
potato, I say
And that's the other thing. Is like,
potato.
there's a part of me that thinks like these mental illnesses that we call them would have been deeply functional 500 years ago.
And why is that? Having mood swings would have
Yes.
been more conducive to a productive society.
Anxiety, if looked upon as positive.
That was a gnarly burp you just did.
I'm so sorry.
That was horrific.
Sorry about that, Queen.
It's okay.
Anxiety,
Yeah.
Anxiety, if looked upon as a positive by the person with it, that person will, on average, live longer than the normal person. If you look at yourself and say, my life is stressful, and that's good, and I thrive in stress, you will live longer than someone who looks at their anxiety and goes, my life is stressful, I don't like it, and I'm suffering.
What about somebody that fixes the anxiety problem or that tries to treat it?
Probably similar, but the thing is, people with anxiety do live longer. They go to the doctor more often.
Yeah, that's not a sign of like mental health either.
But also like narcissists, like
go to the
Julius
doctor.
Caesar was a fucking narcissist. He all constantly referred to himself in the third person.
Yeah, everybody, I mean, Kanye, Trump, it's all the same. I mean, it's all
Kanye
the
had
same,
a
except
function.
Kanye has actual talent. And I think at the end of the day, he is a redeemable person.
Everyone's redeemable. There's no point you can't come back from.
Well, now that might not be true.
My good friend Joshua Blahey is a great case in that. He's a child cannibal from Liberia. And he's brought himself back from the
What
brink.
did you just say? Like that you have a friend who's a child cannibal?
Yeah, his
What do you-
name is
wait, whoa, whoa.
General. Look him up, General Butt Naked.
And you're friends with him?
Since I was 16, I've been talking to him on Facebook. Yeah, we pray together and stuff.
I can't air this.
He ate kids in the Liberian Civil War.
And you're saying publicly that you talked to this person?
Yeah.
He
was on a Vice
Well,
documentary.
I'm editing all this out. That's
You don't have to
psychotic.
edit that
I
out.
absolutely do. I might have
Why?
to edit you out of my life now.
I mean, we're not like buddies. Okay, here's my thing.
You literally said you're friends.
Okay, we're
with John
friends,
Cannibal.
but like, if he should die,
Right.
yeah, he should be killed.
Is that what you're telling him every time you talk to him? Because barring that, I don't know why you'd ever have a conversation
I've
with
said it
someone
like
like
a
that.
couple times. I'm like, you should like not be killed. I'm like, you should pay for what you've done.
Why would you speak to him?
Because he's out there, man. Why climb Everest? Because it's there.
I'm disturbed.
He's-
I'm deeply
he's a
disturbed.
preacher
A
now.
child, too.
Yeah, well, now he helps children.
You need God.
No, he's a preacher.
Well, folks, you know,
There's new things about me every day.
I don't know what else is happening. I've been watching Friday Night Lights. I've been watching White Lotus. It's been a weird time for everybody.
Let's just be happy that we're back.
It's gonna be a new year,
And we're gonna do this on
we're gonna be a lot more
Monday.
consistent.
Monday nights are good.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into the schedule right now.
Monday
That's,
nights are
yeah,
good.
It's just we're
Monday nights are good before 8 p.m. It's dark at 7 now.
it's a little bit
It's
of
like
a late
midnight.
night
It's
here at the
7 now.
moment.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do when you get home?
Here's the thing is I'd like to have a little bit of a night left because I'm super codependent right now. And so now, because of what you've done to me, you've removed my
Sounds like a
evening.
very BPD thing to say.
I'm super BPD. Because you've ruined my evening. You've made it. You've ruined my evening by making me be on your dope podcast. You have to hang out with me now.
Okay.
And show me White Lotus or something.
Oh, you'll watch White Lotus?
I mean, like, you have to start me at episode 1. I'm not going to jump in where you
Yeah,
guys are at.
it's really good.
I'll watch
It's in
episode
Italy
1.
this time. It's kind of like psychological thriller. The second season's like tremendously better than the first season, in my opinion.
Spoiler alert, I'm not going to watch an episode of White Lotus.
You'll
with
never
them.
get through an episode
Never.
of any show. No. Any show that isn't like, if the main character, we're not documentary style following him around as he walks into like some lair in Eastern Europe, you're not interested.
Yeah, if it's not if it's not a show where like in the corner there's like a guy named Boss Man.
Yeah,
and, like,
right.
And like it's like a bunch of guys like making ribs.
Yeah.
and it's really there's like a weird transition. Like,
It's got to be super, super weird and eccentric for you to care at all. It's
a documentary style. It's like rib wars.
It's very strange. Yeah, you can't if it's not like conflict journalism. You're not
Barbecue
interested
wars.
in it. Yeah, or barbecue wars. Oh my god, there's this new show. Hold on, I have to show you the trailer for this.
Show me the trailer.
This is something John will watch every episode of.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, can we play the Matilda?
No.
Too? Can we close ourselves out with Matilda?
It's very disturbing. It's very disturbing.
Insane.
It's Matilda x Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. It's called Snack Chef.
Oh, that's me. I'm a snack chef.
Snack versus Chef. I watched a little bit of this yesterday. It was one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen.
About to compete in the ultimate showdown
What is it?
by facing off against some of the most iconic snacks ever created.
This is an entire show on
Oh.
Netflix. Is this?
Construct one of these beloved classics, and then create their own new snack inspired by that beloved classic. It's a
I mean-
competition where
It's a bunch of chefs. I use that term loosely, trying to recreate like a ho-ho.
I
Or
mean,
a Twinkie,
obviously the
or
chef
a
is going to be the
Cheeto.
best one.
The what?
The chefs are going to make the best one. Obviously.
No, because they're supposed to make it taste like the real thing. So they're not even. The objective is not even to create some new version of it. It's to create the exact same thing. It's extremely disturbing. It's
Okay.
really, really, really beyond fucked up. And
Okay.
it's, instead of making like a dish, they're like, hey, do we have any dextrose here? Or, hey, I can't find the carrageenan.
Where's the seed oils?
Yeah, where's the Yeah, has anybody seen where the red 40 is?
Oh,
I can't find blue 10. Hey, Bill. Okay, what
I
is
play Matilda.
I gotta get the ad blocker on the show or on YouTube.
I showed Ida like a second of this, and she was just disgusted.
It was really,
Matilda.
really.
No, go to musical. It's the musical.
Oh no! Why are they doing this?
It's so high octane.
Oh.
It's this like intense high octane Matilda.
Yeah. When I think about
what is your name?
The work that goes into a show like this,
it's insane.
Matilda Wormwood.
It's so insane.
Oh my god!
It's insane, dude.
Matilda Wormwood. Criminals like you need a real lesson.
By the way, Miss Crunchbull had a full Nazi outfit on.
Is still alive.
Imagine, like, there were some executives are in a room and they're like, "Listen, you know that classic by Roald Dahl? What if it was made by the guy who did Stomp the Yard?" Remember that great, sensitive, great children's story by one of the best children's authors.
Yeah,
of all time.
starring Rhea Perlman and Danny DeVito and that one girl who became nuts on Twitter, the main girl.
Oh, she rocks.
She's so obnoxious. Oh my
she's
God.
like left wing, right?
It's not even that she's left. I don't care about that. It's like she's so, yeah. I mean, it really, really, I can't think of any examples, but she's posted some of the most egregious and obnoxious tweets I've maybe ever laid eyes on, and it was very disappointing. These people should, once if you've been part of something that has some iconography to it, you like then shouldn't be allowed to allow the world to know who you actually are. Let the piece of art stand without us having to like know what your opinions are on like, you know.
Yeah,
politics.
you just, if you're a child star that was like a one trick pony, just disappear.
Well, that's just it, right?
Collect the residuals and just disappear.
And then keep your mouth shut.
Yeah,
for the love of God.
My favorite thing about this Matilda remake though is there's like a little boy in it, and he just looks like a little dumpling with legs and arms. And he's in this little outfit, he has the spirit of 1,000 men.
Yeah,
it's insane.
He's very.
Dancing,
I know who you're talking about.
He's fucking jigging, dude.
No, I know.
This little boy is just dancing. Like
What is that word he just used?
Jigging.
Is that racist?
No, he's doing a jig. He's
okay.
Relax.
Why does it sound racist?
I don't know. Maybe because you think maybe your mind's in the racist gutter.
That's
okay.
Well, no, my mind's in the paranoid gutter where I'm like, I don't think I can say anything. Oh, there he is.
That little kid he's got the spirit.
What a cutie! It's Hezbollah.
Well, no, any little boy who's cute.
If they're round enough.
Look at him go.
Look at him. All right, that's enough.
Insane.
I mean, it's insane. What an abomination.
It's so high octane.
What an absolute high. I love how you refer to this as high octane.
It is high octane.
That has a positive connotation.
I'm waiting for Matilda
it.
to just step out from behind a bookcase with an M60 machine gun and start firing at a nurse or whatever the fuck her name is.
God, this is so sad. I want to see The Whale though. That's going to be coming out soon.
I can't even watch the trailer.
Oh, why?
Because I have a feeling that movie is just gonna hit me. I'm not in the emotional headspace to receive The Whale right now.
Why not?
I'm deeply mentally broken, and I need to fix myself.
Oh God!
I'm
not you too.
Me too.
Not you too.
I'm in a bed.
Did you see the Casey Anthony documentary? That seems right up your alley.
Yeah. I want to hear about that. No, what I need is that little dumpling boy dances his little fucking heart out. That's what I need to be.
You just need that on a loop.
That's me, and that's who I want to be inside.
You want to watch a little boy dance for it's a little odd.
That's who I want to be. That's who I want to be. That's what
you're in the right town, honey.
Relax, okay? I'm not going to be hanging out with what's his face, the director of X-Men.
Who's the director of X-Men?
Vicious pedophile.
Oh, God. Brian Singer?
Brian Singer.
Was he?
You know, they should have seen that a mile away because he has juicy lips. Look up Brian Singer.
Oh, God.
Look at a picture of Brian Singer. Tell me this guy doesn't have the lips of a pedophile.
I'm not going to look up Brian Singer. I'm not doing that.
Just look up Brian
I don't want to
Singer.
talk about pedophilia anymore.
Look up Brian Singer. Really, this is the straw that broke the camel's back is Brian Singer's fucking lips. Look at his juicy ass lips.
What does that have anything to do? Why are you looking at his lips? Why are you characterizing them as juicy?
Look at how shiny his lips are, dude. That dude's a pedo, bro.
Yeah, well, there's something wrong with him. Yeah,
allegedly.
Oh no, he is though, isn't he? I thought it was all but confirmed. I think it's out. Well, everyone's disgusting.
Yeah, everyone's a demon. My soul is that little boy Matilda dancing his heart out.
That boy was possessed.
That boy kicks ass.
He was possessed.
Hezbollah.
He was possessed by Lucifer.
No, how dare you?
Yeah, I mean,
look
probably.
At him. He's like slapping his feet and shit. They're like
he's
jumping.
Been compromised. Can't be trusted.
A bunch of British kids screaming at the same time.
You know what that reminded me of? Did you ever see Spy Kids? You remember when they would clone the kids, and then they cloned the kids, and then the kids became like an evil, demonic, versions of, and they became bionic, where they could kill people.
You're really fucking up this image of that little dumpling boy that dances his heart out.
Why are you? I mean, you just like that he's dancing as he
literally looks like this can of Olipop.
Oh no, he's much rounder. Oh, he is a rotund little boy.
He's like perfect circle.
Instead of plopping him out there on the world stage, they should get him to lose a little.
I saw this. I showed Ida this video of them like dancing in like a scene.
Yeah, that one was way worse than the trailer. That one was.
They're doing like parkour.
Extremely disturbing.
The little
dude.
Kid is like he's going.
Well, you watch something like that and you realize there probably are like satanic messages laced throughout that entire video. That if you were to like play it backwards, you would hear I'm
just blown away that this Hezbollah kid literally is like going like he's fucking Chris Brown.
Well, you're looking at him like he's the Elephant Man. Let's be honest. He's a little,
little weirdo, but like he's
cute.
He's crazy.
He's super cute.
He's screaming and he's jumping around. He's dancing.
He was probably on Dance Moms or something.
You know what it was? Is I remember being a fat little boy, and if anyone ever told me to dance like that, I'd be terrified. And this kid is just doing it, dude.
Well, he's living his best life.
He's got a great future ahead of him. I hope I hope he stays away from Bryan Singer. And I hope he kicks ass.
I hope he stays away from showbiz and designer brands.
Yeah.
And but it's too late for that.
I hope he lives in like a stump in the woods, and
he
has
is a stump in the woods.
He has a little house and a stump, and he puts a little mushroom hat on, and he runs around and then dances and then drinks from rivers, and then he's actually like 38. He's not actually a little boy.
Well, he's Hezbollah. Yeah, that's why we're able to say this. Yeah, he's Hezbollah. He has or he's Andy Milonakis.
Oh man, if we find out this kid's got some sort of disorder or something, I'm gonna feel real bad. But he's very,
I don't
very
think he
adorable.
does. He looks normal.
He's a little boy running around, dancing his little heart out.
Yeah,
it's great.
Well, I don't. Now I'm like, is it bad to say that?
What, Hezbollah?
Hezbollah does have a disorder, yeah?
Yeah, but he's a cute cherub angel boy.
He's a cherub of a man.
Yeah,
he's a sweet cherub.
Joey says he gives him baby fever. He gives us baby fever.
He does not do anything like that for me, personally.
That's
but well, it's because you think I'm a vicious ice queen that hates children. But that's not true.
I don't think you have a vicious queen who hates children.
Oh, I think some people...
I want to watch more Matilda. Let's go watch Matilda upstairs.
Have you seen actual Matilda?
Yes, dude.
In its entirety?
Are you shitting me? Dozens of times.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. It's a great movie.
It's a scary movie.
What is it, Miss Honeycomb? What's the one that she had like some teacher that she loved, Miss Honeycomb?
I don't know.
Yeah, anyways. Well, we're going to be back at it on a more consistent basis.
Yeah.
And it's not always going to be about, Kanye or the Jews.
Or like dancing little boys. The Jews that we love and the Hitler that we hate.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I went to so many bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs growing up. They were a great time. It was my introduction to partying.
My great-grandmother was probably a Jew that escaped Nazi Germany.
Okay, well, that sounds...
Probably. Last name was
What do you mean
Steinmetz.
probably?
Her last name was Steinmetz. She had brown curly hair, and they left in a hurry in 1925.
Aren't you German?
Yeah, but her husband was a Christian Democrat German. She was a Jew, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, why would you... He had a great job, and he was like, it's time to get out. It's 1925. We got to get the fuck out of Germany. And then they went...
Did you have a conversation with him about it?
No, but it's real suspicious. They weren't during the Ellis Island fucking wave, and they were doing real well in Germany in 1925. And it's like everyone in my family is like, no, they weren't doing well. Nobody was doing well in Germany in 1925. But like, he was like a lawyer.
Maybe he worked for the Dulles brothers.
I don't know, but they entered. There's a great photo of my great grandpa and grandma entering the United States through Mexico. And they have sombreros on.
That's very sweet.
They're very sweet.
Yeah, that's
World
lovely.
War I veteran. That man. From the Germans.
Well, R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P.
He's still alive.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm just kidding. He's 100.
So is the hate that permeates society, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That we do not agree with, despite Ultralight Beam being one of the best songs ever made.
Ultralight Beam rocks.
It's a hard truth to grapple with.
Love Jesus is King.
Any parting words?
Listen to Gutter Oil.
Oh yes, yeah. Listen to John's new podcast, Gutter Oil. Very cool name.
Keep listening to this one and
keep listening to this one.
Keep listening
and
to all of them.
Jesus is King.
Jesus is King.